Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. I figured I'd switch things up a little bit and do an updated everyday makeup routine. It's been a while since I've done one of these on this channel. I do want to state that my makeup routine does vary depending on what time of year it is. So just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. If you're new here, go ahead and like and subscribe, share this video with a friend, and let's finally get into this. I know you guys are so excited. Such a perfectionist, I'm going to try my best to not overthink every single detail of this makeup tutorial, and it's a routine, so if you want a more in-depth, like an actual tutorial, let me know. Let's go ahead and get into this first product. This is what I'm going to be using. It is the Estee Lauder Futurist Aqua Brilliance Watery Glow Primer. I got as a gift when I went shopping the other day for some new makeup at Dillard's. The salesperson was very sweet and they really hooked me up with some good samples, which I'm very happy about. I actually did have on a full face, somewhat of a full face of makeup earlier, but I went for a run in the park. Run is generous. I jogged and then ran when my heart started pumping too fast because I know my limits. Anyways, my makeup from earlier, I had shades on while I was running and a little bit of makeup on. I came straight home and said that I was gonna eat and then do my stuff for the spring semester. But when I finally took off the shades, I saw that all of my makeup, it was tear stains from the wind lapping up against my face. For some reason, I start to produce tears. I've been like this since I was a child. I don't know why. I realized at that point I'd have to take off my makeup and then film a video. Instead of doing that, I decided why not just film a makeup video? That way I can film me putting on another full face. The primer is on. Next, we're gonna be going in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. I'm gonna just say that, where is it? This was the best color match I have personally ever gotten at a makeup counter before. I wanted to show you guys another comparable and less coverage foundation substitute. If you're in the market for one, the NYX Butter Melt Glaze Soft Glow Skin Tint. Oh my god, it's amazing. And for someone who forgets to put on sunscreen, which I'm not proud of, this was a game changer because at least you have the SPF 30 if nothing else. Especially in the summer, I think this is something I'll be grabbing a lot. I don't think this has any sunscreen in it. It's all good because I love this so much. I love that I can almost use it like a skin tint because the way that the bottle comes out, it allows me to just kind of pour a little bit out onto here. So I'm just gonna be going in with this foundation now. I love it. Hold on one second. I just realized that if I don't pull my hair back, this is going to be much more difficult than it needs to be. Give me 1 second. Okay, so where did we put? There we go. So as you can see, it looks amazing. Remember to brush up. Since this isn't a tutorial, I'm not gonna be explaining every step. I think I said that in the beginning, but I just wanted to clarify. This is a routine, so you're kind of just gonna be able to see all the products that I use. Should you want to create your own version of this for yourself, feel free to alter or edit some things if you see fit. Whatever works for you. One size does not fit all. I'm not gonna put on much more. I know with foundation, especially any full coverage, it can look muddy really quickly, and that's just something that comes with the territory of a higher end foundation, or pretty much any foundation that you buy. It's going to last longer because of that. That's why I try to use a little bit less. Moving on, if you know me, you know I would love an LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Orange Corrector. I like to use this right before I apply my actual concealer. It just gives an extra little to the makeup routine, and I've been doing it ever since I discovered this little hack. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first person. It's been done a million times. I just adopted it into my routine and I love it. I have to consciously remind myself to breathe sometimes when I'm filming. I have a tendency to want to talk a million miles per minute. If you're a content creator, you know that intentional pauses, we have to think about them. Some of us, not all of us. Next, we are going in with the NARS Sunfire Light Reflecting Eye Brightener. And the Morphe V105 brush to apply it. I'm just going right in under my eye. Wonderful. Absolutely grand. At this point, I am going to go ahead and fill in my brows. I like to go ahead and get those done as quickly as possible. The Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen by NYX. I still have some product on. I don't know if you can tell. I'm just gonna be applying the sparse areas of the brow. That is Milo. He has to be in the spotlight. He has to. Okay. I'm not going to spend too much time on my brows right now. If I do, it's going to annoy me. So just let them be. This is the time to try and rectify whatever I did mess up on while filling them in. So the outlining portion is a great time for me to do that. Another disclaimer, no, I'm not a professional anyway. I'm self-taught. I've been doing makeup since I was about, okay, I'm gonna go with a hard 7 years old. I watched my mom do makeup and it was so inspiring that I begged her to let me have my own collection. Somehow she ended up saying yes, to which spurred my interest in makeup. I do believe my interest in art also helped me pick up skills along the way. Just shading, things like that really helped me connect the dots when learning how to do makeup in a different way. Nonetheless, there are some crossovers. I don't know if you can hear whoever is above me. Their kids are loud and I tend to hear them a lot. I don't know if their parents are ever really home or if they care at all. If you can hear it, maybe I'll try to edit it out with the software. Okay, blending. It's controversial, but best blending tool in the world for me is my finger. I use my ring and my pinky because it's the least amount of pressure. And I remember when I bought this brightener, I remember the consultant representative for the brand told me that they make their products blendable with the finger. Their products were formulated that way, which I was happy to hear. What's next? All right, I am going to apply some powder. I've been wanting to try it for a while. I did go ahead and get it. It is the Anastasia Loose Setting Powder Golden Orange. Oh, and it's orange. Or if anything, it's probably a lot of red, to be completely honest with you guys. But I can't say that I don't like it. I'll just say that I noticed that I feel like it quickly sets, and I bake this while doing the rest. Make sure you evenly apply it because once it's set, it's pretty much set in stone. So just be mindful. It was my first time trying it and it was on sale and it's so expensive that I said, well, let me just take an opportunity to try it. Next, I'll usually do some eyeshadow, so let me go grab the palette that I normally use. I just fell on my way back. That was my flat iron. I'm so glad that the video was paused. Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. You know, I saw a video the other day on TikTok where James Charles was like saying his palette was the best. And I've never tried his palette. I just think that if that indeed was correct, like stat-wise, Jaclyn Hill would be a close second, if not the first. So going in with the shade G Money. It's like a chestnut type of shade. I just go in a little space, starting on the far outer edge and then just fluffing and feathering it back in like this. I like to do both eyes at the same time just because it's easier for me. I know some people are very much talented to where they can do one eye and completely remember what they did on the other eye. I just don't like to take such chances, so I prefer to do both at the same time. Unless it's a super simple look where it's like there's no way I would forget the order of application, then I might do one eye at a time. This works for me. As you can see, it really just adds some cute drama to my eye, some dimension. I'm just taking a large shadow brush. Actually, not the large shadow brush. Taking just a regular shadow brush. I'm taking a shimmery shade to put in the center of the lid space. Oh, beautiful. I love that. Okay, look how gorgeous. And mind you, I've had this palette for years now. I have no issues with it. It works like new every single time I use it. I feel like a kid in a candy store because all of the shades are so beautiful and so pigmented. I wonder if they still have these on the shelves. This is someone who worked for a very popular cosmetic store, so I've tried or sampled a lot of the expensive brands. This is literally on par with them. I honestly can barely tell a difference with this palette. That's saying a lot. Morphe, they're a big one, and I can't say enough good things about it. At this point, I just add that in, and I make sure to, sometimes I go overboard, but I don't really care. That's what it's looking like right now. So far, so good. Now I am going to go in with my Scent mascara. This is actually not the one I normally use, but I just took the tip off the one I do use, which is the green bottle. I like the brush on it, and I just wanted to use the product in an existing bottle that I have. I don't know if anyone else does that, but if you do, it's such a hack. So just a little simple trick if you ever find yourself in that situation where you kind of really need more of that mascara, but you don't have time or you just don't want to spend the extra money. Also, Essence is one of the best mascara brands out there as far as drugstore, and even then what they would say is prestige or higher end makeup brands. This gives them a run for their money, and I know when Essence released this, some of these upper end brands were shaking in their boots thinking, how can we make ours better? I mean, don't get me wrong, the higher end mascaras that I've tried obviously have their benefits, like less smudging and neater application, but it's really not that bad. I've tried other drugstore products that smudge worse, for the price is absolutely outstanding. All right, so next we're gonna go back and do, now this is something that I'm a little hesitant about. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing it or if I'm gonna give up on contouring altogether. The other day I tried to do a look without it and it looked totally fine. But this is a phenomenal product nonetheless. The Fenty Beauty Matchsticks in the shade Ebony, and I just do my little contour of the nose right here, and then a little bit here. And then a little bit here, a little tiny bit here, and then I just take this precision contour brush that I got a couple years ago. It's so cute. I can't wait to have another set, preferably a Hello Kitty set. If anyone wanted to gift me a Hello Kitty makeup brush set, I'm in the market for one, and I would love you forever if you sent me one. This does the job. Just make sure you wash your brushes. Don't be like me and get lazy. I usually know it's time to wash my brushes when my skin starts belligerently breaking out. It's a huge sign for me that, girl, it's time. Now I'm gonna go in and blend out the rest of this powder. Don't think that we're done though, because we're not actually done yet. That was just phase one. I think this is my favorite powder ever. I just love it, and it is freaking expensive. I think it's like $48. Just saying that out loud, it's just like, yeah, that's why I try to use it sparingly. I'm going in with the Laura Mercier. I was so happy when Laura Mercier expanded their shade range because I had always wanted to try it but never wanted to use the banana powder. I don't know if it would work on my skin tone. I've tried similar lighter powders and it did look okay with combination with the darker shades. So I don't know. I wouldn't be able to use that just by itself. Moving on. So I just take the corner here and just apply it right near the nose bridge. I love a dramatic highlight. Like, it's an addiction, I fear. Once I figured out that this does something, I just was obsessed, and I've been doing it ever since. Also, I like to take it because it's a little bit lighter than that Anastasia and just line the jawline area. You could do this with the darker shade, but it wouldn't stand out as much. And then I'll just take it here as well, like that. I'm gonna go in with lips. I use the NYX lip pencil in the shade Auburn, which I haven't been able to find. It must be popular. Nonetheless, I do overline the crap out of my lips. I don't really care how anybody feels about it. I like that it gives a very juicy, plump look that I'm obsessed with. If you overline your lips and you like the way it looks, go for it. That's what the outline looks like up close. I think you'll enjoy this combo. I hope that you recreate if you want to. I found this butter gloss shade Chocolate. It looks like chocolate. I just glazed that all over my upper lip. All over my upper lip. Then I got this with the sample kit from Estee Lauder. It's a pure color lipstick cream, and it doesn't have that much gloss, but I do love the pigment on it. I use that on the bottom. And then, you know me, you know I always use the sprinkle, which I'm sure Shivra is so proud. Someone needs to show her this shade of lip gloss because I'm sure she would be so proud. Anyways, this is the look. Also, as you start to talk, some of it blends together, which makes it look even more natural, so I ain't mad at it. Where are we? Now we have bake on our face. We just need to blend out that bake. Cover girl. Put some bass in your walk. You probably have no idea what the heck I'm referencing. It's RuPaul. If any of you were curious. Cover girl. Put some bass in your walk. Okay. Next. Tell that the more the look comes together, the more excited I get. That should tell you that I do this for real. It's fun for me. It should be fun. For some of us, it's therapy. No. I have to say, before I show you guys this shade, it is Pink Kiss. I do think that it's a little on the lighter side for a woman of my complexion. I didn't take it back because I'm about to show you guys a little combo that I do to kind of make it look a little more bright. I just take, you can barely even see it on camera. That's how light this is, unfortunately. But in person, it looks very natural. I mean, I can't really be mad at a more natural looking blush. That's honestly a plus. You can see it a little bit. If I was to try to show you guys from afar, you wouldn't be able to see it as much. I use the Pink Kiss Estee Lauder Blush Sculptant is what it's called. And then I go in with, I discovered that blending it with this palette that I had from Makeup Revolution that I had been using with a darker shade actually helps add just a little more color to my face, which I prefer. But I mean, if you like the way it looks, then go for it. This is what I do to intensify it. It looks phenomenal. If I can get this thing open, that would be great. So at this point, I am craving some highlighter. But before we do that, I'm gonna go in with a little more powder. This is the Translucent Stay in Place Matte Powder Veil by Estee Lauder. And go and apply that on the high points of my face just to seal in what we already did. And I love this step because it really seals the deal for me. It's my second to last favorite step for the highlighter. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Mwah. I have not enough good things to say about the setting spray, and it does indeed stay all day, just so you know. Okay, I'm gonna try not to use too much because I don't want to waste it. And it also smells very light and refreshing. It kind of melts everything into one cohesive. It's like magic. You kind of, you know, flubbed your blending a little bit. What setting spray does is just magically melts it all together. Can you tell I'm so excited because only highlighter that I had been using for years was the Milani Baked highlighter in the shade Rose Italiana, literally over 5 years because all the other highlighters are so expensive. And your girl just likes to save where she can. I'm just gonna swatch it for you so you can see what that looks like. Not terrible and actually really good for a drugstore product, but Anastasia Beverly Hills had a sale on their highlighter, and as someone who's never ever owned it, I couldn't resist. It was truly like only $25. It's usually like $60. This is what it looks like. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm gonna swatch this for you guys as well. Oh my goodness. Wow. Just wow. They're both really pretty, right? There's something about this one that's almost iridescent. It's less dense. It's beautiful. Oh, chef's kiss. I just like to apply it anywhere I see anywhere I see light naturally hitting my face. And then I go in with this Highlight and Glow unicorn brush. And sometimes I overdo it. You don't gotta do that if you don't want to. In fact, you don't even have to use highlighter. If you are one of those women who believe that highlighter is played out, by all means, skip this step. I like to put it over night. I said night again. It is night, but I don't know why I keep saying night. I like to apply it where light naturally hits my face. My light died. What a night. My light died. This is what it looks like. I should just try to think of a better setup going forward so that you guys can see it better. I did apply the highlighter. I would consider this look very much of a dewy look, natural glam. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love this look so much. If you enjoy my makeup tutorials, give it a thumbs up. Part of this channel was created to express my femininity and to help others and encourage others to do the same. I'm gonna go ahead and try to wrap up my night now. It's getting late and I have work in the morning, but just thank you so much for watching. If you sat through this video, thank you so much. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.